Okay, hello you guys. I'm gonna go through all the checklist, the things that you need to do. So first of all, there are several rules that you need to keep during the class time. So the teacher devotes the same amount of time to everybody. So when the teacher is talking to another student, you gotta focus on your work and you should not waste your time. You should not zone out and space out, and you should not call the teacher constantly. And then if you want to drink water, it's at the boy teacher's room. And then the bathroom is right outside, and then the password is 9110 star. And then when you want to drink water or go to bathroom, you should not ask the teacher, but you can just go by yourself quietly. This is very important when the teacher is talking to another student. You're not supposed to wait for the teacher and waste time, but you got to move on to the next step all the way to the bottom. And then even if you're not finished with the previous steps, it's okay to move on to the next step. So please don't waste your time. So the first step is that you pick up your cell phone and then go into class card application, and you have to practice the speaking one more time. And then the order is 집중 듣기, 낭독, 입 영작. You gotta complete 200%. And don't forget to take the speaking test for that, okay? And then pick up your ORT book and then read it out loud twice. You don't read it mindlessly, but then you have to focus, thinking that you have to memorize the every sentence and every word because you have to take the speaking test with the teacher. So if your speaking study level is 300%, you can take the speaking test with the teacher. But when the teacher is talking to another student and can't take the test with you, then you have to move on to the next item, okay? And then you got to go to the computer and then do the writing work. Let's say if you are done with the speaking practice, and you have to make sure you open your ORT workbook, and if there is a part that you haven't done, you got to finish it up, right? And then if you are done with the monster writing computer work, computer study, then open up your monster writing book, and then you need to work on your book as well. And then step 8, 9, 10, 11. 이거는 하는 친구들도 있고 안 하는 친구들도 있는데, 만약에 이걸 안 하는 친구면은 그냥 이거 다 크게 X 하세요. X 하고 상관 안 해도 돼요. But MRS 책이 있는 학생은 이거 하시면은 돼요. Open up your MRS book and then check which chapter you're going to study. Go into the class card and study the vocabulary. If the test is over 80, then open up the MRS book, read the passage out loud, and solve the problems. And you have to underline each part of the passage, which is the evidence for each question. 그리고 이거는 모두에게 똑같이 해당되는 거예요. If you're finished with all the ORT and all the monster writing, then you have to go to the bookshelf. 맨 밑에 칸 또는 아래에서 두 번째 칸, ORT 책은 제외하고 자기 원하는 책을 골라서 소리 내서 재미있게 읽으세요. 큰 소리 내서 읽으면 돼요. 나중에 you're gonna take the book quiz, so you gotta focus on the story and then the details. All right. Okay. And then we have to keep our manners. So please pay attention to the rules over here. All right.